In this hot summer, don't you feel like drinking something cool always? I always feel that. That's why I'm showing you today my passion fruit squash, which I make just before summer and enjoy it throughout summer. It's a very simple and a very easy recipe. I'll show you the method with which you can make this passion fruit squash and you can store it easily up to a year if it lasts. So I'm not taking much passion fruit. I just make everything in small batches because this is not just the only squash which I make. I make different other squashes as well. So for this passion fruit squash, I have taken around 10 passion fruit. In Kerala, passion fruit easily grows in households, and once you have this passion fruit, most of common thing what we do is making squash out of it because they are so much you can't eat it. So this is around pulp of 10 passion fruit as I said. So just it's just simple, just cut it in half and take out the pulp. It's very simple. I have missed to record that step, but I think you all know it. So just mix it with a spoon like this, how I'm showing you, right? Because some places the pulp will be little thick, some might be little uneven. So that is why, to get a even consistency, just mix it nicely with a spatula. Just you can mix it with a spoon, no need to grind it in mixer jar. If you grind it, the seeds will get grinded. So passion fruit, I like it to be with the seeds. You can easily eat the seeds of this passion fruit. So just mix it with a spoon, or you can use the normal masher, the potato masher. You can even use that. So this is around 850 grams if I say in weight. Now to this squash I have taken around 500 grams of sugar. Don't worry, the sugar is not more. We need this much sugar. To this sugar I have added same equal amount of water, that is 500 ml. Because this squash, when you'll use it, you'll just mix water to it. That's it. You don't add any sugar or any other things. That is why sugar here is this much. And believe me, the squashes and everything which you buy from on offline stores and all, right, they have sugar in much quantity. So let the sugar melt. The sugar melt, there are, like when people make, there are different stages how they use for the squash. Some people just melt the sugar, but in my case I melt it and I wait for some more time, like around 5 to 7 minutes. I cook it again. The sugar has to get the consistency like a honey. It should be sticky like a honey. So at the moment it is very smooth, it's just, I would say the sugar has just melted and it is just like a oil consistency. That's not what we need. So I will cook it for some more time. Doing it like this, the squash stays for longer time. So now also it is like this. So I'll cook it for around, once the sugar melts, you can melt the sugar on a high flame, and after that just reduce the flame and cook it for little more time, around 7 to 8 minutes on a medium to low flame, and keep checking it. Once you check it right, you will almost get a honey consistency. That is the point I use for most of my squashes. I prefer that particular state. So this is almost done now. It has got that consistency, and then I'm adding our passion fruit pulp. Now after adding this on a low to medium flame, cook it for some more time. Not too much now required. We'll just cook it for another like 7 to 8 minutes on a medium flame. Keep stirring it. The color of the passion fruit will get released with the sugar. I'm not adding any additional color. This is pure homemade, easy to use, and good and safe for everybody. That is why I'm not adding any color. So the passion fruit juice, or the squash which will come out, it will not be very orangish how you get it in stores, because they add color. Once you have cooked this around 10 minutes, I have cooked it on a low flame. Add little bit of citric acid, around 1/4 teaspoon. Now if you don't have citric acid, you can add lemon juice also. One lemon juice you can squeeze and you can add it, but make sure the flame is not boiling. It has turned off, and after 2-3 minutes you add lemon. Citric acid is generally used in the squashes and the juices which we buy from outside. They generally use it, so it gives it a longer shelf life and the sugar will not crystalline if you add citric acid or lemon. That's it. As simple recipe, right? it is ready. You can, once it is cooled down, you can transfer it to any glass bottle and you can refrigerate it, and you can use whenever you want to make squashes. Very simple recipe, guys. Just sugar and the pulp. This is it. That is just the thing what we have in a passion fruit juice. And all the tips I have showed you, with which it will not crystalline. You can store it easily up to a year. As much you want, take 1/4 and 3/4, like I would say 1/4 syrup and 3/4 of water, and it is ready. I hope this is the easiest passion fruit squash recipe which you have found. Very simple and in very quick and easy way. Without extending the video, I have showed you the recipe. And please like, share and subscribe the channel.